Alright, yo, what's up? It's Jared Scott here, and I'm with your boy Dax. Go ahead, tell him what it is.
It's your boy Dax, and we back at it like a bad habit. If you want something, better go grab it in today, baby. Me and my man are about to make a big play.
Oh yeah, big plays. So I just want to talk to you, bro.
Hell yeah.
I see you on social media all the time. I wake up to your fucking videos, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, you literally get me motivated to get my ass out of bed and go do
Yeah,
stuff.
it make me blush, man.
So literally, I was like, this dude motivates me, so I want to like ask him some questions, get his answers, and give those answers to the kids, so that way you can motivate the kids I speak to. And I told you earlier, we're making this Leader for Life program.
Yeah.
It's where I interview people such as yourself, and I'm giving it away to my students for absolutely free. All they gotta do is sign up.
Hell yeah.
So,
that's good shit.
Dropping some gems today, boys. So first, I want to know where you're from.
So I'm from Canada, Ottawa, Ontario.
So you're gonna be big. You're gonna be like Drake, Justin Bieber.
That's the goal, man. I'm trying to compete with those dudes. I've been trying to DM both of them, they don't ever reply.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but I'm waiting on them. They're gonna come and we're gonna do some special shit.
You put it in the interview, in the universe. It's happening.
I've
You know
got
what
to.
I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So you grew up in Canada. When did you come over here?
So when I graduated, I actually graduated high school twice. So I went to school in Canada up until 18, and I was basically just trying to play basketball. Basketball was like my main focus until up until like 2 years ago. So senior year of high school, I was looking because I wanted to play Division I basketball. I was looking for a prep school to go to. Ended up meeting some dude at a bus stop. This guy ended up getting deported from the Bahamas. He told me to come to the YMCA, and then we ended up playing his high school team. He brought an illegal team across the border and made a fake school, and we played them, and someone videotaped the game on an iPad and sent that to a prep school that I ended up going to. And then as soon as I got the prep school scholarship, I got deported.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a crazy story.
So that just happened. That happened for you.
That happened for me. By luck.
Then you got over here. And where you graduated again when you got over here?
And I went to prep school. My prep school wasn't a prep school yet.
Okay.
And I was just there for basketball. So I was just Sunrise Christian Academy, and was there for a year. And then I was trying to go D1. So I was at Wichita, Kansas. So then I went to JUCO, junior college in Casper, Wyoming. Then finally went D1 at the University of Montana, and then had a coaching change. Tinkle went to Oregon State. Then I went back to Wichita, Kansas, to Newman University, where I just graduated from in December.
And then you came to LA.
Yeah, I came to LA.
All right.
Crazy, that's a great story.
Dude, so did your parents and or anybody put pressure on you to go to college and be that person that gets a degree and gets a job?
Yeah, my parents are both Nigerian.
Okay.
So you got to go to school, either be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer.
Okay.
So that was the pressure to do that. But I was always just like doing what I wanted to do. Basketball was the main thing. They knew I wasn't gonna conform to whatever. I just wanted to play basketball. So they were strict, just basically just get your degree.
So they realized at a very young age that you weren't.
Yeah, they couldn't tell me what to do. But the reason why they didn't get mad at it is because I was always strong-headed on good things. So it wasn't like I'm strong-headed doing bad shit. It's like, no, he's focused on just this.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. At
so
least your
fine.
parents were like, okay, we see the good in it. We'll let it happen.
It's gonna pay for school.
That's what a lot of kids talk to me about. Literally, is their parents put so much pressure on school.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear everything nowadays, like 2018, like you don't have to go to school. You can do it yourself, independent.
Yeah.
This and that. And it seems like that's a route that you're really you're doing for yourself, and you're doing well for yourself.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of the route that people that'll be watching this film are kind of going.
Yeah, I would say for those kids, it's like it's one thing if you try to tell your parents you want to do something and you're not 100% dedicated to it.
Exactly.
Like if you're as a parent, you watch your child fully put their all in something, you're not going to take that away from them if they're consistent with it. A lot of kids will be like, oh, I want to do this, but they're not fully in it. So their parents are just like, well, I'm worried about their future and I don't see them going 100 at this, so just focus on school. You know what I mean? So.
And a lot of times the kids think that they are, but they're not doing the most. You know what I'm saying? They're really not. If you're not up every day grinding towards your goal, then you can't expect somebody not to believe in you.
Facts.
Point blank, period.
Facts.
So have you ever had any points in your life where you felt like, all right, what I'm doing right now, I can't be doing it anymore, I'm not going to make it, and then you had negativity, doubts coming in your head? How do you get over those thoughts? Do you ever have those thoughts?
I've always told myself, even my parents told me growing up, you're so oblivious. I've always been an oblivious person. It's I don't just don't see that. It's I just think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's I sort of just, I know as a human, I get those thoughts. I'm huh. But I think what I do really well is I go from red light to green light really fast. So it's everyone has those thoughts of negativity and this and that. But I think what separates the great people And the average people is how quickly you go from those negative thoughts back to something positive. So as soon as something like that hits my brain, or something's saying, I'll just like, I'll start feeding myself positive stuff like ASAP. Just like drugs. Like, okay, no, don't, you're good, you're great.
What about fear of failure? Have any of it?
No, I'm the type to like, you know, like if it wants towards my goal, I don't really like, I'll try anything.
You don't really see failure. Failure's like
I see it, but
success, like,
I just told myself I'm okay with the consequences.
Yeah,
if I can deal with those, whatever those consequences be. If I fail, I can handle them as a person.
So I hear you talk about Tupac a lot. So tell me, you know, who were your idols growing up? One of them, Tupac.
Yeah. So I say growing up, he wasn't my idol, but his music was always present during like times when I felt like it was me against the world, and that was like basically my whole basketball feeling. I was like, man, I'm stuck here in Canada. No one here has gone D1. Like it's just me against all these American kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to Tupac's music because I feel like it's just me against, like, you know, him versus the establishment type shit. So that's where his music came in, but it was always just like, as a background noise.
That was my dad's number one rapper of all time was Tupac.
Yeah.
Like, so I grew up on that shit, bro. That's what literally made me come west. It was like, not just like his music, but like his movement of something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something bigger than music. And I always like judge that when I hear people's music. Like you just did a track with Hobson, and like that was awesome to me because like that's very conscious. You know what I'm saying? And like he gives back, and the song that you guys do together, y'all giving back. You know what I'm saying? And I love stuff like that. Obviously, that's our mission here.
Exactly.
So that really inspires me. So like, obviously, that's in you too. You know, you want to like. You don't want to just be in the game. You want to impact people.
Oh yeah.
So overall, what would you say like your kind of your messages to the people that are listening to your music every single day? People tuning into your page every day.
I say the biggest thing that I think I do a good job of is like I think I make dope music, but I think I really like motivate people to believe they can do like stuff they want to do. I know it sounds so cliche, but like my biggest thing, like when I started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna. Because I started off with motivational videos, like that's how I started.
Yeah, see them all the time.
And my biggest thing was like, hey, let me take these situations I'm going through as a trying to make it person and show people those situations. So chase my dreams while trying to motivate others to chase theirs as well. And I was like, wow, that's such a like dope concept, and I feel like anybody's gonna mess with that. It's like, here's this guy. He's like, when I started, I wasn't big yet, so he's chasing his dreams, and the thing was like, okay, I'm gonna teach these people watching me how to chase their dreams too, even though I haven't accomplished mine yet. So it's like we're all on this journey together. Yep. So it's not like, oh, I don't feel like people who follow me, I don't feel like they're fans of me. I feel they're more just like, yo, I've seen Dax been doing this from the beginning, and I'm doing what I'm doing and trying to do what I'm doing in my life, and he sort of adds that extra like pushing me during the day. Yep. So I'm just gonna go with him. And it's all, you know what I mean?
And it's powerful, bro. Seriously, I wake up, I'll be scrolling through stories, and then like I'll have a day where I'm literally just like, I don't feel like getting up today. Like, I don't feel good, and I see you're like back at it again with like, and you're up, and you're ready to go. You're kind of like, dude, like I gotta get my ass up. Like people are moving. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally inspiration. Just doing what you do already. That's amazing. And one of my favorites is your Devil's Plan, the remix to God's Plan. Because you had some crazy shit happen to you. Are you allowed to talk about?
Oh yeah, I had. So first, it was that. What happened that week? I had the car fire and the house fire. I forget which one was first, but so I had a Charger that I bought. It was my first car. I bought it like 5 or 6 months ago. I just got my license in August, and I'm 24. Am I 23 or 24? I'm 24.
Is this because you were just always what? Were you whipping in the carpool or what?
No, I was just like in college. I would never go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like walking on campus. Like I lived on campus, everything's paid for. I was like, I'm here, and I would walk to the mall.
Are you making songs in your dorm or anything? Or
no, I was always going to. I always went to a studio. I like that feeling of like a studio. Yeah. I wish I don't know how to record, and I was like, man, I don't want to learn. I just want to rap and stuff. But so
So you got your Charger.
Got my Charger. Brought it down here. So one day I'm just driving. I was about to go to the studio that I don't go to anymore. And I was in the McDonald's drive-thru and it just lit on fire. So I'm here ordering my McDouble, McChicken, 2 small fry, 2 apple pies to go to with the water cup. You feel me? So I'm ordering that, and I look over here and the fire's started. I'm like,
on your hood?
On my hood, right there, like top right corner. Fire starts. I'm like, shit. Okay. So I'm like, let me grab my stuff. And now the fire just shoot. It booms up. So I grab my stuff, we would hop out, and now I have to tell people, I'm like, get out. And the car blows up. What's it called? The police department or fire department gets there and they're like, yeah, I don't know, something wrong with their car, and the oil, something was leaking. I'm like, man, I don't know when that happened. Like, so I lose my car, and then that same week, the house that's right beside this one was set on fire, and then someone was like, oh yeah, they saw. But I see the reason why that one's trippy is because apparently that house was like abandoned.
Yeah,
and like someone owns it, and there was like some insurance issue or
it's
something.
Still burnt down.
It's still burnt down right there. So someone said they saw something like around, because the house is like you get in it from the back by our gate. Someone said they saw someone in there before the fire, and it sort of makes sense because like I think they're trying to get someone's trying to get insurance money off of that thing.
Yeah.
So it's like boom, just lit in flames. That fire doesn't just happen with no one there, you know. So that was my two things, and I don't know the connection between the two things. I don't know why both happened.
I remember that week, bro. Yeah. I was like, dude.
But me as an artist, I saw those two things, and I was like, man, this is a great story. Yeah, and it's just amazing. Weird how it happened. So I'm like, yeah, let me just make something dope out of it. And God's plan came, and I was like, wow, Devil's plan. Okay, cool.
And it was lit, bro.
Yeah,
it was lit. It's only been like, it hasn't been that long. It's got like almost 1 million already on YouTube.
It did pretty well.
And so when you first, like, you have almost 500,000 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
When did you first hit your first mill video? Like, what video was that?
My first mill video was Hillary Clinton. So I used to do these like motivational videos in front of this picture at my school in Kansas at Newman. So I would take Sundays, I called them mental health days, and I was like so obsessed with going viral, like back like Instagram viral those days, right? So man, I'm always every day I'm making a new video. I'm like, man, this is the one, 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 this is the one. You know what I mean? So I'm walking. Mental health day, I walked to the mall on my mental health day just to clear the mind, because it gets congested. And I'm like, what's an idea? Right? I'm like, what's an idea? I'm like, everyone says I look like designer. I'm like, okay, so I look like designer. What song did you just put out? He put out Timmy Turner. And I just remember hearing Timmy Turner, like, wow, that's like mesmerizing.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like there, and I'm just like, man, what's relevant in society right now I could turn this into? And I remember walking and hearing something about the election of Donald Trump, and I was like, Hillary Clinton. And I was like, I said that, and I was like, whoa. So I go back to my dorm, my girl at the time, and I sang it to her, and I was like, Hillary Clinton. I said, Trump and now we chill. She's like, are you dumb? Like, what is that? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna like turn the whole election around and like make it a parody out of that, right? Yeah. So I go sit in front of the little picture, and I'm like, Hillary Clinton. I said, Trump and now we tripping. Thank God I got a passport. And I did that whole, like, you know, and it's just funny as shit. So I remember security guard walked by because I was a janitor there too. So like I always had keys to the building, and I put it up on Instagram that night, and I was like, wow, this is getting more comments than usual. I was like, huh. So then I just went on a mission. I literally, for 3 days, I DM'd every single person, because what I would do on Instagram, I had a lot of like different ways I would like try to grow myself. Like one thing I would do, I would always ask questions in my story. I'd be like, hey, what's your I need everyone's zodiac sign. Yeah. Because I knew there was going to be something I need those DMs for in the future, and you can't send out too many DMs on Instagram because it blocks you.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I'm going to need these people. So I just, what's your zodiac sign? What's your favorite number? So I just hundreds of DMs, and back then they didn't erase, right? So literally for the next like 3 days, I messaged every single person in my DM, hey, can you send this video to World Star, Designer, and Funny Blacks? And I did that for 3 days, and on the third day, I'm walking in school, and then someone was like, Daniel, you're on World Star, because I was Daniel before Dax, and I was like, yes, and they were like, how'd you do it? And they didn't know the work that went behind it, but I was like, wow. And then I got on Funny Blacks and Designer's page. All the three, I was getting people a message, and I did that. As soon as that happened, I called Thad, and I'm like, bro, we need to make a music video for this now. So Thad skipped school, I skipped basketball practice, told him I was going to immigration, and made the Hillary Clinton music video, and then pushed that, and that was my one that got my first million. And then it said like 2 something now, so that was my first mill video.
And you were hooked. And
I was hooked on just the viral, bro. When you feel viral, there's no better feeling. It's weird. It's a drug. It sucks, but
it really is. Because people send you energy, bro. You're literally they're filling you up, bro. Like that's like when I get on stage, like in front of like a bunch of like a crowd, like a kids or something, like, and people, and you know from performing, like you can't get off that high. Like that's the best feeling in the world. That's why you chase it when you get down.
Yeah.
And so you said that you were a janitor before. So how many jobs you had other than this rap?
I was a paper boy and a janitor.
So where did you work as a janitor at?
On my school campus where I played basketball.
And did you hate that?
I loved it. I worked overnight.
And you got to be in school all by yourself?
Yeah, I got to be in school all by myself. I could do whatever I want. Like the job was like chill. It wasn't like I wasn't slaving.
Okay.
You know, I was like chilling, but like obviously I cleaned the art department. That was where I first got the inspiration for the poetry because I was now on the art side all the time.
Yeah.
And then just like my boss was dope. He messed with everything I was doing. The janitor job was like the best decision I made because at that point I had never had a job. Like the paperwork wasn't really a job. And I needed a way to pay for the studio time. Usually I was so focused on basketball that I was like, no, I can't. I don't need a job because basketball is just, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But then that semester I was just like, you know what? Let me get a job. And I hadn't even started poetry or rapping. I was like, let me just get a job, extra money. And that ended up being like the biggest like decision I made because I could pay for the studio. So I was paying for the little videos I was doing with that, like all that stuff. And also it was just like a great story. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just like...
It was, yeah. It all adds to the story.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, to the kids out there that are like chasing like a kind of a YouTube career, when you started your YouTube, like, I mean, you started, obviously everybody started with zip subscriptions. So did you do anything else besides just putting out content and like and promoting yourself? Like, how did you build 500K? Like,
I would say
in such a short time too. Like, to be honest, you know, most people it takes them a decade to do some stuff.
So when I started, I was doing the motivational videos, and I was like, I don't want to be on YouTube. I was like, I don't think I'm at the point where people should be like, I should be getting paid for my stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not there yet. So I was like, I'm just gonna put my stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and promote it that way. So that's all I was doing. And it's like, I didn't want to necessarily put my stuff on YouTube until I felt there was like a demand for the stuff I was doing. And the only way I was like a creative man was just like basically shameless self-promotion. You know, I was like, I know what I'm doing is like good. I know the shit I'm doing is legendary. So I'm gonna promote it like crazy until people get sick of it. And if they don't mess with it, I don't care because I know it's gonna be big anyways. So they're gonna come back to me. So I just used to message everybody, just like everybody, family, friends, just like, yo, share this, yo, share this, yo, share this, yo, share this. If they didn't want to share, I'm like, bet, you're going to be messaging me in a couple years. And that's what happens now. You know, the people who didn't share back, they're like, oh, yo, bro, da, da, da. So I'm like, so I said, a lot of people won't like promote their stuff because they're like, what are people going to think? It's bad to self-promote, da, da, da. So they just sort of chill. You got to go hard if you believe in what you got.
You're number one fan. You got to be your number one fan.
Exactly.
Like, literally. If you're not, then nobody else is going to be.
Exactly. So I just knew what I had was dope. So I was like, I'm going to promote it like crazy. Just all types of self-promotion ideas. I used to just literally plot on ways, like contests, like, man, so many different ideas I've had, like so many like things I've ran just to like build my stuff. All this stuff sort of slowed down, so I've come out here because it's more being like, okay, now let me find these bigger artists to work with.
Yeah.
But like when I was in that dorm, I used to spend like all day just plotting different ideas.
So how did you basically like pick your team? Because like like your people around you, like your friends and the people that you got here, like your manager, the people that shoot videos for you, and
it's crazy how all just
everybody that you work with. Like, are you very picky with the people that you work with?
I only work with like two people, like so Nate and Thad. That's pretty much the only people I work with. So Nate, we played basketball at Casper College together, but he had knee surgery there, so he was just chilling. That's how I met him, and then he went to do the photography stuff, and then when I started the music stuff, he was like, the poetry stuff, he said, yeah, we can turn this into music later on. I was like, yeah, okay, maybe, I don't know, I don't really want to do music, I just want to do the poetry and motivational speaking. But then we just ended up turning it, and then I moved out here, and then we sort of planned that all. And then that, when I started doing the motivational, because my first goal with the motivational, so I was like, yo, I want to be the first like motivational speaker who's like people look at as a rapper.
Yeah.
That was like my goal. So like I want to make motivational music videos with me in it, you know, like dope. So I like made some like that was like it wasn't like dope, but it was like dope. So that was my goal. So I was like, hey, I need someone to do these videos. So I used to know this guy at Foot Locker named Isaiah in Kansas, and I was going. He was a rapper, and like I was doing the motivational stuff. So he would always like bounce ideas off me because we're not in the same lane. So it's not like there's any competition. Yeah. You know what I mean? So one day I'm sitting at home. He sends me a video. He's like, yo, bro, peep this video. And at this point, I was like looking for like, man, I need someone to film these for me, you know? So I look at the video, I'm like, damn, who did this? And then all I see is shot and edited by Thad Swift. I'm like, Swift Productions, Thad Swift. So I go on Facebook, I put in Thad Swift Productions. And at the time, he was 17, you know? And I literally went on Facebook, I sent a message, I was like, bro, we're gonna do legendary shit together. Drive down to Newman University and come meet me. And then he drove down to Newman University. And then we met for like 5 minutes, like, bro, we're gonna like do some crazy shit. I'm gonna do this motivational speaking. It's gonna blow up. And I was like super energetic, like, bro, it's gonna blow up, and I'm gonna take you, and we're gonna move to California. We're gonna like just do huge shit. Just trust me, bro. Trust me. You know what I mean? He's just like 17-year-old kid. He's like, and I'm like some big basketball player. You know? He's like, okay, bro. Yeah, go. So then we go like guerrilla style. We remember we did our first motivational video, just me standing still, like doing all that stuff, and then it just slowly kept going. Me and him have shot like legitimate. We have 15 music videos we've shot together now, like a year and a half.
That's
just like me and that, and now he's out here helping me doing the Hobson video, the OT. So it's like I told him like a year and a half ago we're moving to California, and this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's crazy. True.
So what do you see coming in the next 5 years?
Oh, next 5 years, bro. So right now, next 5 years, so I'm gonna put out this project once I get all these dudes on it. I'm gonna be, I already said by August 22nd, I'm gonna be one of the biggest hip hop artists in North America. And then it's gonna the worlds are gonna merge, because like what I'm doing is like, I won't say it's like there's no really, I don't really think there's any like other rapper who can do what I can do with their mouth in terms of like motivating people. So it's almost like, I don't want to say cult following because I don't like that word, but it's like I can really like motivate kids to be like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I feel it, bro. That's why I'm doing this with you, man.
Like, damn. So it's like once the world catches wave of like what I can do and like how I can like, cause it's all positivity. You feel me? There's nothing like negative about it. So once they catch a wave to that, I feel like it's just gonna be like a tidal wave. It's gonna be crazy.
And you say like totally clean. He doesn't smoke, drink.
I'll drink.
You drink? Okay.
Oh yeah, I love this.
So you told me earlier that like there was a bunch of pressure around you, but you always just kept your head on straight.
Oh yeah,
always.
Because to me, drinking was never like a bad thing. Like I played, I played college basketball and probably get crazy. I just never had a desire to smoke and never will. But in terms of alcohol, I'm like, I like alcohol. I just gotta like for most music videos, I'm tipsy. There's a different like as energetic as I'm. Like right now, I'm tired of shit because I went to bed like 5:30 or whatever. But like, there's a different type of energy that I have when I'm just a little bit tipsy. And I don't advise any kids to drink if you don't want to drink. But here's the thing: a lot of kids are
kids. You can't drink until you're 21. Anyway.
Yeah, 21. There's a lot of things kids are gonna do. Make sure they do it in the right way.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't stop your kids from drinking or smoking. Yeah. They're gonna do what they want to do. But like, if you can educate them on like, yo, that's what my parents like.
That's what it's all about. You educating somebody. Hey, you're gonna do this. This is what could happen.
Exactly. My dad, like he drank too. He's like, yeah, I don't drink anymore. And he's like, just like, he's like, there's a happy place when you drink, and if you go past that, you're not gonna A, feel good, B, like what you probably did when you were drunk, and you're just gonna regret it. So it's like you just stay in this like happy, like little tipsy spot.
Moderation. Yeah,
where you're more just like, and I'm just like, I'm just a lot more energy when I do that, so it's dope. Not energy, but it's like more sociable. Yeah. Even though I'm already sociable, but.
How many times a week you hit the studio? Because you were just in the studio last night. How late last night? And then got up at 5 this morning?
Yeah, well, no, I was there probably 3 or 4 times a week. But yesterday I went to 2 different places because I really wanted to get the sound right. But it really just depends on the songs. Like sometimes I don't go to the studio for a week if there's like nothing to be made at that point. But like right now we're trying to get all these songs with dudes, all this stuff, so just in it a lot.
And talk about Pink Dolphin.
Oh yeah, so Nate, he does their campaigns. So I remember the first time when I came out here, when I walked in there, like no one knew who I was. You know what I mean? Because I came out here for I took a chance. Like during this year, some music talk show. They're like, yeah, well, we want to come to a radio. I was like, bet. So I booked like a flight ticket out because I'm always like the type of person like, yo, this opportunity here, you got to do it.
Yeah.
So I did that. Went to the Pink Dolphin shoot, and I was just chilling. And then when I ended up moving here, then I did their whole campaign for that one, whatever it was, line.
That was lit, dude. That's a good move, bro. That's a big move.
So it was cool.
Big play.
Now I get dope. Yeah, big play.
Definitely, bro.
Big plays. So now I get dope gear from now and stuff.
Yeah, bro. So dope plays have just been happening left and right for you, bro.
Yeah.
So as we kind of like wrap this thing up, I kind of just want to end it on something like more positive, like maybe people that like you looked up to. Like me personally, like I've looked up to like Lil Wayne, like fucking Michael Jordan, Eminem. These are the people from my childhood, like and, like just quotes and shit that I remember from these people, like Jim Carrey, like all these people. Is there one person in your life that you want to move like that person? You kind of imaged yourself a little bit, took a little bit from each person, or you like totally you think like J. Cole, no role models, I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you said you had a little bit of Pac in you, but
Yeah.
Anybody else? Like
even the pocket. I don't know if I necessarily, when I say people, I've sort of let more people say that I have the pocket in me. I think I've said that in some videos, but it's like been a dope thing. I think more or so I try to take after like my mom and dad.
Okay, yeah.
Like for the most part, like
cool.
Cause like the grind level that like my mom is on is like something ridiculous, like ridiculous. Like motherfuckers think I work hard. It's like.
And that's amazing, dude, to have it. You have both your parents and your parents still together and stuff. And
yeah, but they've been in a long distance relationship. My dad was in Pennsylvania, my mom was in Ottawa. But like the Juliet and Wasu grind is crazy, yo. Even now she's like almost 60 and she's like barely sleeps. And she's like still working. I'm like, Mom, you gotta like sleep.
So that's where you got it from. You don't sleep. You don't eat.
Yeah.
He was just telling me how he forgets to eat for days. Me too, though. LA will do that to you, bro.
Yeah.
When you moved to LA, like, what was the biggest like shock like about the city? Like,
the biggest shock was the congestion of like the way I felt the driving. Like when I first got here, I was like, yo, I don't want to leave the house.
Hell yeah.
Because I remember when they first pulled up, like when I figured out this is where I was living, because I didn't know where we were living. Like they just showed me because they set up the house and everything. I just showed up and like came to live, right? So like when I first got here and got off the highway, like the spot, I was like, yo, everyone's parked on the street. I have to park in this gate every time. And, like, there's like no space. But now it's crazy how my eyes are just like
it's
opened
different.
up.
Yeah, you feel different when you first get here. You feel like you can't move. You literally feel like you can't move. You feel like there's so many people that you're just lost in the wake. Like you're just a little grain of sand. Sorry. And so like after a couple years, for me living in LA, after some time, like you just kind of like I kind of look at it like you graduate to different levels of LA. Like you feel like, okay, I'm a sophomore, I'm a junior now, I'm a senior in LA. Like because you get it, you get how other people move too. Because I'm sure you came here and you met some fake people, like some people like, hey, yo, I work with, I was Michael Jackson's producer back in the like, dude,
why does that happen so much? Everyone talks about like who they know and what they can do for you and just talk you up a storm. And then,
sometimes people don't even they don't even hesitate into it. They're literally like, yo, I'm so and so, and I've worked with dude, shut up. I already don't want to work with you. Like, I've had like 6 people tell me that they were like Michael Jackson's producer or something, and I'm like, dude, but even if you,
okay, no, that's how they trick you though, because like, bro, so many beats have like different portions of people who work on them. So it's like, I got a couple points on that. I know them good, like, and the song could have been like a sample, something like that, bro.
But they're so like, I just know they're lying because they're like so young. I'm like, when did you produce his last song or what?
Yeah.
Like what?
That really gets to me, bro.
Dude, people would just lie so hard, bro. Like one of their friends works with somebody, so they just say that they worked with that person too, and like that's LA, bro. It's LA. So yeah, dude, you have to get here and you have to get through that, and you just have to like learn from that. Sometimes, I lost some money to that when I first got out here because I was 18, just came out here, dude. Like, yo, I know J. Cole. I need you J. Cole feature. I lost a lot of money. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? So you get duped. Like people taking advantage of people that are really like hungry for their dreams. They feel like you'll do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Have you had to turn down anything? Like people I can give you this or I'll pay you this. You gotta sign this.
Yeah, definitely not for the pay thing, but for like definitely just people trying to like sort of be a part of what's like happened already, and just like I gotta weed out because my thing is like I don't got a pace. Like I need like for me like my big plays motto is almost like it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? Because like I'm always trying to make a big play, but when I feel like I'm not making a big play, I'm like, yo, and I'm just like, right. So like anyone who like tries to come and like work with me or something like that, like I need you like moving. You know what I mean? I need that person moving. I need to know this. I need to know that. I need them working, trying to make a big play like at all times. And if not, like I can't mess with you. And like it'll come out of me as a person, and I won't fuck with the person. Cause I can't, like, you know what I mean? It's like, it just, like, so
you said that's probably one of your biggest, like, keys to success, like, why you've been so successful is your drive and, like,
just trying to move. I'm trying to, like, move. Bro.
I woke up in the morning, said I gotta get it, bah. I woke up in the morning, said I gotta get it, bah. I woke up in the morning, said I gotta get it, bah. Went and did it, took it, flipped it, now we water whip it. I woke up in the morning, said I gotta get it.
That's lit, bro. So, yeah, this is Dax, man. That's Dax. Literally, follow him on Instagram at That's Dax. Do you have a website? Anything like that?
I do.
Wait, so we'll put it all on the screen.
Yeah, DaxOfficial.com. I'll be doing stuff.
I'll get all that from you. be all at the bottom in the links below. So, peace, guys. Thank you.
Now I'm drifting in the jet.